Floods in Saudi Arabia forced people to evacuate. The King Salman Humanitarian and Relief Center provided quick relief to more than 15,000 internally displaced people due to flooding caused by torrential monsoon rains that recently hit the province. Yemeni authorities have urgently called on aid organizations to intervene and provide shelter and food to families affected by the storms and heavy rains that have affected the province. Until the morning, the executive officer for the management of camps for internally displaced persons monitored 440.
¡Eh! ¡Pendejo! No mames, ¿sí la planchó? ¡Ayúdala, güey! ¡Ayúdala!
Another person has died in flooding in New Mexico. The state is battling flooding after the largest wildfire ever recorded. 3 people died as a result of the flood. The victims were a West Texas family visiting their cabin in New Mexico. Police have now reported the 4th death. The most recent victim, an unidentified man, drowned in upstate Murray County after being swept away by flood waters while driving a pickup truck on Highway 434. Kenny Zamora, a local rancher, said the man's car was found about 9 miles away, northeast of the city of Mora. At the time, the county was under
A 2 degrees Celsius rise in global temperatures could wipe China off the face of the earth. Studies shows that the economic damage from flooding in China at 2 degrees Celsius global warming can be twice as much as its 1.5 degrees Celsius. Compared with global warming of 1.5 degrees Celsius, the likelihood of major floods will be significantly higher at 2 degrees Celsius global warming, the study says, adding that the likelihood will double in some areas. Direct economic losses and 1.5 degrees Celsius would be about $33 billion a year for major floods and increase to $70 billion for minor floods, affecting most of the country. At 2 degrees Celsius, these projected costs roughly double, the authors say. The study sends a clear signal that the warmer we allow the climate to get, the greater the dollar loss from flooding, the scientists say. They add that the results are important because they allow politicians to see the economic cost of inaction. The record-breaking floods in just 3 days in the central Chinese city of Zhengzhou, home to 12 million people, brought almost a year's worth of rain. The resulting flooding was the city's deadliest natural disaster in decades, killing about 400 people. Unprecedented rain also hit nearby cities in Henan province.